Everybody, welcome back to the show. Hope you're having a great day. Uh, a kind of a crazy article came across my news feed last night, so I thought I'd share it with you. And this is a article that is talking about the uncontacted indigenous tribes of the world that could all be largely wiped out over the course of the next 10 years. So, from Brazil to the rainforests of Indonesia, it seems, according to this article, that once again, well, probably not once again, but a continuing pressure on what we call non-contacted world people of the world. Probably, let's face it, probably some of the happiest people on the planet are again under pressure from the usual suspects. According to the report, about 65% of our uncontacted tribes are under pressure from logging, about 40% from mining, and then a further 20% from agribusiness. So this is really being called the modern silent genocide because it's not being reported upon. And these people have no access to really, in the modern world, advocate for themselves. And no real agencies are advocating on their behalf in the wider world at large. So while so many of these indigenous people have existed on the land for, let's be honest, before most of any of our nation states existed, are now under pressure, both from governments that have jurisdiction over their lands, who have big disregard for their existence, because again, the righteousness of progress marches forward with, on the back of industry. So this isn't anything new. You've probably heard it before. The reason it took me a little bit by shock is because I haven't heard this story in the headlines for quite some time. And I will be honest, I thought it had largely, been handled. We should have had laws and governments in place long ago that respected these rights of these individuals who have largely, to be honest, chosen to stay isolated from the world. It's not like they haven't come in contact with loggers or miners of the like, and largely those have been violent confrontations. These people's wishes to remain outside what we would call civilization should be respected. The fact that it is not in 2025 really is on us as the people with the power to respect their wishes. However, of course, when industry is involved and profit is involved and progress is involved, it is largely the silent who get squashed. So, of course, these people are doing the rest of us a huge service, as most of the areas they live on are highly prized. These are some of the most biodiverse places on the planet. If you think of the tribes living in the Amazon jungle, are up until recently, our willingness to afford them space in the modern world has also protected large swaths of the rainforest, large spaces of intense biodiversity. But as we continue to encroach through major industries, of course, not only is their lives threatened, but so is the habitat that they live in. And it doesn't need, the reason the word genocide is being thrown around in this context is not because of bullets. It's not because of slaughter. It is, of course, because this is a silent genocide, because to remove these people from these traditional territories that they belong to doesn't take much more than the common cold. Biowarfare to uncontacted people who could get a cold or some other condition and then not have access to readily available, easily prescribed medicine, again, is on us. So looking forward, I'm not sure what's going to be done about this. I'm not sure how the world is going to react. I imagine, like most of it, it will silently pass, and we will moan and bemoan the fact long after they're gone. And when the last tree's chopped down, maybe then we might really see the gravity of and the error of our ways. But there's what I saw today, actually last night. I thought it was crazy. It was a conversation in 2025 that we're still having, that these poor individuals who have little defense against the encroachment on their territory, and quite frankly, have done a very good job of staying the heck away from the rest of us, deserve our protection, not for only for the environments that they live in, but simple human rights would dictate that we respect their choice to remain where they are, free from our modernity. Anyway, there you go. A little bit of international news I thought I'd share with you. Hopefully, you're doing well. Again, hit the like, subscribe, give us a rating on the Spotify, YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook. If you have any show suggestions or would like a topic for us to cover, you can email me at jigisupshow@gmail.com. And until next time, keep the shiny side up. The Jig is Up is made possible in part by the Métis Federation of Canada, uniting Métis people from coast to coast to coast.